Welcome back to the channel, and today quick one for you about those sky knives which I bought on sale recently, and they run those sales from time to time. So if you have a question like can you recommend how to buy them for the best price, with this company, just subscribe to their emails, and they usually have a sales and discounts. Just wait and you'll see what they do. Sometimes very nice prices, up to 50%. So those ones are probably some sort of like a final sale, discontinued models and so on. So most of the knives here on the table were under $10. And why it is interesting, because those are actually not that good of knives, but the idea is that you're supposed to be getting a pretty good execution of the knives, because Kai is actually the company which owns Shun, Kershaw, Zero Tolerance, and maybe some other brands. So they are like a value or not expensive line of knives, which is made in China, of course, of inferior steels and very simple construction, like plastic handles and so on. They supposed to be a good value because the company in general has a lot of experience making high-end knives. And is it true? Are you getting like a $10 chef knife and it performs or feels as great as $100? Of course not. Of course not. But still, you're getting pretty good geometry, somewhat good materials from the manufacturer from China, which you at least can kind of like a trust. So that's the idea of what you're getting. So let me introduce quickly what I have and how much they did cost. Chef knives was, I think, $11 on sale. All of those knives, they come from a different series. Like, for example, this one is called Luna. This one is called Inspire. Don't know what is the big difference between those series. Maybe different handle styles. They all are made, not all. There's one more, Kai Pro. We'll talk about it in a moment. They all made out of very basic steel. I think it says somewhere here. So this steel 1.4116. It's a similar steel to X50, whatever, CRMOV. It's not even like a steel type. It's more like a standard to which steel need to be compliant. So it's a stainless, not very hard, cutlery steel, very basic, should hold somewhat okay. So they have this hammered finish on the sides. They don't have a full flat grind. They have like a saber grind, what we call here, especially what's important, especially for the chef knife. It should work. I did not open the packages to inspect them all. I personally don't like the plastic and rubber handle combination. But why I bought them? Because that will be a good gift. I don't know. For example, I put this set together, 2 knives for $20, and that will be wrapped, and I can go to, I don't know, like a Yankee swap just give it as a gift to some people who, I don't know, will visit me one day. So that's the idea of those knives. And by the way, those knives, they come with a plastic sheath, which I think is a better option rather than very hard plastic case or wooden case. We'll talk about it in a moment. So if it holds within this sheath on friction, those knives, then it should work. Okay, so this one 11, this one was less than 10. It's more like utility knife with serration. Let's put them aside. This one's Santoku, a decent size Santoku, very light. It's different hammer finish here on those series. $8, I think, also comes with a sheath. This is a bread knife with very like a large type of a serration. Also, it was less than $10. Do they say the steel here? Yeah, same steel, whatever. You should, by the way, if you don't have a good bread knife, get yourself a good bread knife, any bread knife pretty much with a good serration. should be considered quote unquote good ones, but use it only for bread. That's my recommendation, because if you start using it a lot on a chopping board, you will kind of like lose the sharpness within those grooves, and it's not going to do well. So anyway, bread knife, less than $10. Utility knife, whatever. It came because I think it was a sale. It came with without the package, $5. You gotta have a lot of those, and with the sheaf. And then finally, the most expensive thing. This one was more than $10. Let me quickly remind myself how much this one was. This one was $18. Kai Pro. It's a little bit different series. Those knives come without a sheath. They come with a different steel. Let me see what it is. It should be AUS 8. AUS 8. Not AUS 8. AUS 6M. So it's a little bit inferior still to AUS 8 and AUS 10. So again, it should be on par with the previous types of steels. It's just a different Japanese standard. And this one I wanted to keep for myself because I wanted to test both the Kai Pro series, and I wanted to test if I like a cleaver style of blade and or Nakiri style of a blade. So this one's not Nakiri, it's more like cleaver, I should say. But those are my impressions, which I'm gonna share with you right now. I do not recommend you that knife. I probably will not recommend you the whole series, which they have also on sale from time to time, because because of the handle. This is very inconvenient handle with a groove, not a groove, it's like a high angled top of those scales, and they are not comfortable for your pinch grip at all. So it's supposed to be. I don't know how Kai did it, because as I said in the beginning, they have an experience of making good knives. Comfortable regardless of the material. So this one is not. It looks like a proper quote unquote proper knife, yeah, even with the stamped metal and with the rivets, just a couple of those rivets on the scales for the knife, but it should be better rounded. I used this for a few times, and I'm like, no, it's I regret that I opened it. I could have given it as a gift to someone who would be, wow, such a cool Japanese looking knife. And by the way, yeah, NSF certified Pro high carbon AUS 6M stainless steel, unreadable markings here, less readable markings here as well. Kai Pro, made in China, model number, whatever, Asian utility. That's how they call it. It's definitely not utility knife. It's more like a chef's knife type of choice. But this is my pain point here. I just don't like the way it handles with this type of edges on the handle. So no. Other than that, of course, the quality of materials is good, the quality of construction is good, execution is okay-ish. You see that there's some sort of transition from spine of the handle towards the spine of the blade, which is a little bit rough. Shape in general, again, I was not impressed. It does work because your hand is higher from a chopping board, right? So you have less... if that's a chopping board, you have like more more space here, less chance of hitting your fingers on the board. But overall, all of those cleavers, all of those nakiris and so on, if they big, they have more weight towards the blade, and they become blade heavy, and that's what I don't like. I prefer like a handle heavy knife rather than blade heavy, because the blade is what you operate, and if you have to use more force to operate the blade, heavier blade, then no, I'm less happy with that. And also just the overall geometry, I didn't like it. So I would stick to traditional chef knife, or maybe santoku, mid-size santoku for my cooking and chopping of the salads and stuff like that. So this is the feedback from that sale. So I got what, 6 knives for I think around $60, plus tax, plus shipping. So well, they all go into the drawer, unfortunately. Some of them will find a new home. Some of them probably will stick for a while with me. But anyway, but let me know if you ever tried those ones. They supposed to be for $8. They're supposed to have a way better this ratio of value and cost than this thing. So this one thing is no. This thing is probably okay. Maybe just a pure plastic handle will work quite well, and it should be light. It should be of a traditional good geometry, which works. All right. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. More knives sometime soon. Bye.